Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It is Effie and today's video is my 36-week pregnancy update. I was meant to film this at 35 weeks and I just completely forgot, if I'm being honest with you. So today is Friday the 18th of February. I am 36 weeks and 3 days, so yeah, there is not long to go now. Very scary. Feel like it's gone by so quick. Feel like it's also been like slow, but then also really quick. I don't know if that makes sense. So this might be my last pregnancy update if I end up going early. I'm gonna try and film another one around 39 to 40 weeks, sort of depending on when I get a chance. Ideally I would like to do it like on 40 weeks on my due date if I'm still pregnant. So yeah, if little one decides to come early, then this will be the last pregnancy update, but if I end up going to my due date or overdue, then there will be another one. So yeah, I have had quite a few midwife appointments since I filmed my last update. I think about 3 or 4. I don't know, they're like quite regular now. Like in the beginning of my pregnancy they were like every 6 to 8 weeks, but now they're, I don't know, I feel like I'm there all the time. So yeah, I have my bump measured at every appointment, and I've always been like a bit behind, like a bit smaller than how far along I actually am. But a few weeks ago my midwife was quite worried because I was measuring like quite a lot behind, and I was following like a, I can't think of the word, like a graph. Like even though I was measuring behind, I was following my own line, so I was still growing at a good rate, and then it kind of like dipped, like it went whoop. So they were like a bit worried about that, because obviously that can mean like baby is quite small, or something's happened to baby's growth, they're not growing properly, because obviously in the last few weeks they should be putting on, I think it's like ½ pound every week. So obviously the fact that my bump size had gone down, she was a bit like, yeah, just worried about that. But I had a growth scan, which I'll get into in a minute. I had some bloods done at like, I think like 31 weeks and 33 weeks, and my iron was quite low both times. So I'm now on iron tablets I have to take twice a day until baby is here. I think it's because like my diet just isn't, I don't really eat like a lot of things that have iron in, like red meat and, is it eggs? That's probably completely wrong. And like I'm not really like a big vegetable person either. My diet's just horrendous. So yeah, and my iron wasn't the greatest like before I got pregnant, so it makes sense. I mean, I am like honestly surprised that throughout the whole pregnancy up until now, like all my blood tests have come back perfect, because yeah, I'm like not the healthiest of people, so the fact that everything has been good up until now, that has shocked me. And yeah, having low iron isn't like the end of the world. Like I said, I'm on iron tablets now, so that should help sort everything out. And I think she said something about me having like an injection or something once I've given birth because of my low iron. I can't actually remember what she specifically said. I should listen more. But yeah, something about, yeah, after the birth I'll need to have something to sort of help keep me, you know. But yeah, on to my growth scan. So I had a growth scan 2 days ago, so Wednesday. For those of you who don't know, this might be the first video you're watching or whatever. The reason that I have growth scans was because my pregnancy was high risk in the beginning. I had a hematoma. The hematoma is gone. It's been gone since like my 12-week scan, but they wanted to just keep regularly monitoring me. I think it can like come back, and there's like additional risks to do with the placenta if you had a hematoma in the beginning. So yeah, that's why I've been having extra scans, but they would have sent me for an extra scan at this point anyway, because my midwife was gonna book me in for a growth scan because my bump was measuring so behind. But I said to her, I was like, I've already got one. So yeah, I would have had to have gone for one anyway because they were worried about his size. But yeah, I already had one booked because this scan has been booked since like my 20-week scan. But yeah, I had the scan, he is perfectly healthy, everything is measuring perfect, like his head, his organs. I think he's got quite big feet. But the shock when they told me how much he weighed, obviously I know growth scans aren't always accurate, they can be a bit out, but I was like, because they kept saying like, oh, we're worried he's gonna be small, like you're measuring really small, like we think he's gonna be tiny. And then at my 28-week scan, he was like on like the 20th percentile for his weight, like he was quite diddy. So I was just thinking like, oh my god, he's gonna be tiny. No. He was measuring £6 1 ounce at my 36-week scan. So bearing in mind, like I still have like 3.5 weeks till my due date, and yeah, I think they are supposed to put on like half a pound every week up until the due date. So if that was like accurate, he should be around £8 on his due date. So yeah, not tiny at all. I honestly, I was like panicking. I just kept thinking like, oh my god, like he's gonna be so small, like he might need extra help. And like, I was just so scared like there was gonna be complications, or they were gonna have to induce me early, because I also see a obstetrician, and she did say like, if there are issues concerning the baby's growth, or they don't think he's doing as well as he should be, inside, then they do like induce you early to like get him out, because they'll normally do better on the outside. So yeah, I was just worried like that they were going to tell me, oh, you have to be induced, or, you know, I was thinking like, what if they tell me they want to induce me in like 2 days? Like I haven't prepared. Like I was panicking. But yeah, no, everything is perfectly fine, and yeah, I do not need to be induced. I do not need to do anything, basically. I can happily go to like 40 weeks or overdue, obviously. So yeah, that's great. I feel like a lot more relieved, and just knowing that he can stay cooking in there a bit longer, even though I am very uncomfortable. But yeah, the placenta was working fine as well. Just, yeah, honestly, everything was perfect. They had 0 issues with anything. So yeah, I'm just super grateful for that. And then I had another midwife appointment yesterday, and she measured my bump again, and the growth's gone right back up now. So yeah, I think he must have just been lying in a weird position at the one where it looked like it had like dipped massively. Like maybe it was just how he was led and they measured it, and yeah, I don't know, that's what I can really think, because I was measuring like 4 or 5 weeks behind, and now I'm only measuring like a week behind. So yeah, I have no idea what that was about, because the measurements were only taken a week apart. So unless my stomach grew like 5 weeks worth in 1 week, yeah, I think he was just lying funny, bless him. Also, I forgot to mention this, but on my growth scan, you could see hair. Like the sonographer person was like, oh yeah, that's hair there, those things you could see sticking up, and I was like, I did not realise you could see hair on, is it 2D scan? Yeah, a 2D scan, I think that's what normal scans are, I don't know, but you could actually see, like, I don't know why I was expecting to have a bold baby. Because I had like a little bit of hair when I was born, but not like overly much. And the same with the father of the baby, like he had like a little bit, but like barely. So I haven't really had like any new symptoms. I've been quite lucky. I don't get like headaches, I don't get sickness, I don't get back pain. My PGP or SPD, whatever you want to call it, honestly hasn't bothered me in weeks. Like, it's been pretty great, to be fair. Like, it's been a pretty smooth pregnancy. Like the beginning, like the first trimester was a bit but yeah, I feel quite lucky actually. I have a bit of pain like when I walk places, like, so I walk to the supermarket to do my food shopping and stuff, and that is like a bit uncomfortable for me. I start getting like Braxton Hicks when I'm like, whenever I say long walks, if the walk is over like 10 minutes, yeah, I start getting like Braxton Hicks contractions. It was really scary the first time it happened because I didn't even know what Braxton Hicks were, and I thought it was like real labour. And yeah, that was scary. I think I mentioned actually about the first time I had Braxton Hicks in my 30-week update. I think I did. Or was it a vlog? I don't know, but yeah, no, it was really scary because obviously, yeah, I didn't even realise like that was a thing. And I was quite early. I think I was only like 30 or 31 weeks. Or I might have even been like 29. No, I don't know. I don't think I was that early. But yeah, it was just... but that happened like a lot more regularly now. Like, before it was like a one-off and then it didn't happen again for like 3-4 weeks. And now it is literally... Yeah, it's just every time I walk, weirdly enough. So... fun. I've had like a bit of like heartburn and stuff like that, but nothing like too bad. I have stretch marks now, like on my hips and like right at the bottom of my belly. The hip ones are like quite noticeable. Like at first I thought it was like a burst vein, like burst blood vessel, because that's what it looked. It was so dark. Like, I'll show you guys when I do like when I show you my bump. But yeah, that's what I thought it was for ages, until someone goes, oh, you got a stretch mark, and I was like, what? I thought this was like a blood vessel or something. I don't know, I think I'm not the brightest person, so, but the ones on my belly actually do look like stretch marks. They're coming in really quick. Like, I didn't have any about a week and a half ago, and then yeah, I want to say maybe about 9-10 days ago I woke up and, well, that is a lie. I say I didn't have any a week and a half ago. I had the one on my hip that looked like a blood vessel. I've had that since about 20 weeks. Like, it's been there for ages. And it was only the one. Like, it was just one. But yeah, I didn't even, like I said, I didn't even realise that was a stretch mark. Because at 20 weeks I didn't even really have a bump. So, I don't know what that was about. But apart from that one, I hadn't had any, yeah, up until like 9-10 days ago. And then I woke up and I had like 2 really, really small ones on the bottom of my belly. And then about 2-3 days after that, I got loads more on my hips. And then yesterday I noticed that I have a few more on my belly as well. So yeah, they are all just like coming in at once now. They're all just like poof. Yeah, it's fine. I mean, when I first saw the 2 on my belly, I actually did cry. I was having a really hormonal day that day and I just burst out crying because, I don't know, I was just like, oh my god, my body's never gonna be the same, blah 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 blah, like. And then literally 2 hours later I was over it and I was just like, it's not even that deep, like, doesn't matter, like, you grew life, like. I'm grateful that I was able to grow a baby this far, and you know, I don't care if I have a few stretch marks, like, That's what I mean. I'm not bothered now, you know. I think it's a beautiful thing to have. It shows your journey, but at the time, yeah, I cried for about 2 hours, and yeah, now I'm like, I don't even know why I was crying. Like, it's not that deep at all. Like, my body probably never will go back to the way it was before, and that's just life. Like, it is what it is. You can't really expect it to. Like, it's just grown a whole human. So in terms of like baby stuff, everything is ready. Well, everything is ready for him. Like, everything's been bought for him. He's got his clothes, he's got nappies, he's got wipes. Like, I've proper stocked up as well on nappies and wipes. Like, I reckon I have enough for like the first month. I have like, what was it, like over like 300 nappies. I think it's like 350. I didn't buy all of those. I bought loads and then I ended up being given loads as well, so I was just like, but yeah, loads of wipes as well. Obviously all of his clothes are already. I've had all of his clothes sorted though since like 28 weeks. His crib is now up, his wardrobe is up, like, yeah, everything is ready for him. I just need to pack his hospital bag. I haven't packed the hospital bags yet. Not his, not mine. Oops. I haven't even got anything for mine. I haven't got anything I need, and I'm panicking because I'm realising now, like, I'm literally full term in 4 days. Like, I could go at any point really, and I have nothing for myself. Like I said, baby is fine. He's got everything for him. Maybe even too much. I think I went too far for him. And now I've not got anything for myself. But I'm actually packing his bag tonight. Because I was writing a list earlier. I was going through all these different websites and hospital bag checklists, and so I wrote lists for both of us, but everything on his list I have. Everything on my list I do not have, so I need to go out and buy that before I can pack mine. But yeah, I'm gonna do his tonight just so like that's all ready, and then the only focus will be like sorting my stuff out. And finally, because I say this in every video, me and the father of the baby are not together. We've been getting on really well. Yeah, like, we're really good friends, we're just not together. So yeah, I just feel like I need to say that in case people wondering. Yeah, we are still separated. So I will show you my bump now. I am quite big. Well, I feel like I'm not actually, compared to like other people I've seen at my point in pregnancy, but I just feel big like for myself. So yeah, I will show you. Ignore all the fake tan under my nails as well. But yeah, this is my bump. My belly button looks like a cat's bum hole. And this is how I look from behind. I definitely look pregnant from the back now as well. So yeah, that is everything for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. We will have to see if there is another pregnancy update or not. Again, this could be the last one, so yeah, guess we'll just have to see how things pan out. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you all really soon with another video.